Namaste children. Let us study the molecular orbital theory and its application. Molecular orbital theory helps to predict the behavior of molecule. We can predict the stability of molecule, bond strength, bond enthalpy, bond length, and we can also predict the magnetic nature of different molecules. For this, we need to write the electronic configuration. So first let us study how to write electronic configuration in molecules. Molecular orbital electronic configuration. To write electronic configuration, we need to obey three rules. First one, Aufbau principle. What is Aufbau principle? Electrons are filled in various molecular orbitals in the order of energy. Lower energy orbitals are filled first, then only electrons go to fill higher energy orbital. Suppose we have sigma 1s and sigma star 1s. We know sigma 1s is the bonding MO, sigma star 1s is the anti-bonding MO. Which is having lower energy? Sigma 1s. Sigma 1s is having lower energy. Hence, electron will first fill in sigma 1s. Then only electron go to fill sigma star 1s. Now the second rule, Pauli's exclusion principle. What does Pauli's exclusion principle states? A molecular orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. Maximum 2 electrons can be put in a molecular orbital. And the 2 electron must have opposite spin. If one electron spin in the clockwise direction, the second electron should spin in the anti-clockwise direction. A molecular orbital can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons and the electron should have opposite spin. So the maximum capacity of any molecular orbital will be 2 and their spin will be opposite. Now the third rule, Hund's rule. Hund's rule talk about the filling of electrons in equal energy orbital. Equal energy molecular orbitals are, example 2px has same energy as pi 2py. These are degenerate MOs, equal energy MOs. How to fill electrons in degenerate molecular orbital? First, each orbital is singly occupied. First, each orbital, if there is only one electron, that will be filled in pi 2px. If there is one more electron, that will go to pi 2py. Now each orbital is singly occupied. Only after each orbital is singly occupied, pairing starts. The third electron will pair in the first one. Fourth electron will pair in pi 2py. That is, according to Hund's rule, equal energy orbitals are filled with a single electron first. They are singly occupied. Then only pairing starts. Only after each orbital is singly occupied, pairing starts. In a same way, pi star 2px. Pi star 2px is same in energy with the pi star 2py. Here also, when you need to arrange electron in pi star 2px and pi star 2py, we need to obey Hund's rule. Each orbital is singly occupied with electron. Then only pairing starts. So these three rules we need to follow while writing electronic configuration in MOS. And from the electronic configuration, we can determine bond order. What is bond order? Bond order is the number of bonds between two atoms in a molecule. Suppose we have two atoms A and B. If there is a single bond, bond order is equal to 1. If the between A and B double bond, bond order equal to 2. If there are 3 bonds between two atoms, bond order equal to 3. Bond order is nothing, the number of bonds between two atoms in a molecule. Now this bond order can be determined from the electronic configuration. If NB represents the electrons present in bonding MOs, electrons present in bonding molecular orbital, and Na is the number of electrons present in anti-bonding molecular orbital. Bond order can be calculated from NB and Na. We take the difference of NB and Na, difference of number of electrons in bonding MOs and anti-bonding MOs, and take the half. That is, bond order can also be defined as half the difference between electrons present in bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbital. So from the electronic configuration, we get to the number of electrons in bonding MO and anti-bonding MO. We find the difference and take its half. That will be bond order. And from the value of bond order, the stability of the molecule can be predicted. Stability of a molecule is related to bond order. How the two are related? These two are directly related. Higher the bond order, greater the stability. And if bond order is positive, or if in this equation, if number of electrons in bonding MOs greater than number of electrons in anti-bonding MO, bonding molecular orbitals are more stable. They have lower energy and hence more stable. If more electrons are present in stable bonding MOs than anti-bonding MOs, what will be the bond order? In this equation, the numerator, this difference will be a positive value and hence bond order will be positive. That means the molecule will be stable. If bonding electrons greater than anti-bonding electron, bond order is positive, stable molecule. Suppose NB is less than Na. Number of electrons in bonding MOs are less than number of electrons in anti-bonding MO. In this equation, the numerator will be negative, hence bond order negative. If the bond order is negative, that means the molecule is unstable. We can write one more condition. If the two are equal, NB equal to Na, same number of electrons in bonding and anti-bonding MOs, what will be the bond order? Bond order will be equal to 0. That again, unstable molecule. So a molecule is stable if the bond order is positive. If the bond order negative or 0, that means the molecule is unstable. So from the value of bond order, we can determine stability. We can also compare the stability of different molecules based on bond order. The order of bond order and the order of stability will be the same. As bond order increases, stability of the molecule also increases. And now, this bond order is related to bond strength. Bond order, as we already told, it is the number of bonds between two atoms. Bond order increases means the number of bonds between two atoms increases. So what happens to bond strength? Strength of the bond also increases, right? Means bond order and bond strength are related, directly related. What about the bond enthalpy? What is bond enthalpy? It is the amount of energy needed to break a bond. Stronger the bond, higher the energy needed to break the bond, right? That means this is again directly proportional to bond enthalpy. Bond order, bond strength and bond enthalpy are directly proportional. Higher the bond order, greater the bond strength, greater the bond enthalpy. Now we know how the bond strength and bond length are related. If the bond is strong, the bonded atoms will be closer, right? So the internuclear distance between the bonded atoms will be less. That means bond length less. Stronger the bond, shorter the bond length. Means when bond strength increases, bond length decreases. Inversely proportional. So bond order, bond strength, bond enthalpy. All the three terms inversely proportional to bond length. So bond strength, bond enthalpy, the order will be the same as the order of bond order. The order of bond length will be the opposite order of bond order. As the bond order increases, bond length decreases. So from the bond order values, we can compare the bond strength, bond enthalpy and bond length of different molecules. Next one, we can predict the magnetic nature of molecule. Every molecule or every substance is associated with some amount of magnetic nature. Because every substances are made up of atoms, atoms contain negatively charged electron, and these electrons are always in continuous motion in a circular path around the nucleus. So this movement of electron which is negatively charged can be considered as a current carrying conductor. So when a current carrying conductor undergo a circular motion, what happens? There creates magnetic nature. So every substance is associated with some amount of magnetism. Different types of magnetism are there. Here we are going to talk about two types of magnetic behavior. One is called paramagnetism. And the molecules which show paramagnetism are called paramagnetic molecule. The second one, diamagnetism. And diamagnetic molecule. Paramagnetic substances are weakly attracted in an applied magnetic field. When we apply an external magnetic field, in an external magnetic field, paramagnetic substances are weakly attracted, whereas diamagnetic substances are weakly repelled in an applied external magnetic field. And this paramagnetism is due to the presence of unpaired electron. If the molecule contains one or more unpaired electron, what is meant by unpaired electron? A molecular orbital with a single electron is called unpaired electron. If at least one unpaired electron is present in a molecule, in one of the molecular orbital, that molecule will be paramagnetic, weakly attracted in an external magnetic field. And this diamagnetism is due to the presence of paired electron. If all the electrons are paired in all the MOs, if all the electrons are paired and no unpaired electron, the magnetism shown will be diamagnetism. So we can, from the electronic configuration of molecules, we can predict the magnetism of molecules. Clear, children? And now let us write the electronic configuration in various diatomic homonuclear molecules. Let us start with the hydrogen molecule. Before we write the electronic configuration, let us write the energy order. We need to obey above principle now. So you need to know the energy order. Energy order of MOs. Energy order of molecular orbital is different in different types of molecule. So first we are going to discuss the energy order of MOs in molecules containing electrons less than or equal to 14. That is total number of electrons in the molecule if less than or equal to 14. The energy order we are going to write. This energy order you need to by heart. You have to remember the energy order. This is obtained from spectroscopic data. Spectroscopy helps us to determine the energy of molecular orbital. So, from spectroscopic experiments, the energy order of various MOs are obtained. You know the atomic orbitals. Atomic orbitals are 1s, 2s, 2p. 2p there are 3, 2px, 2py, 2pz. Now we are going to write the energy order of molecular orbitals formed from these atomic orbitals. The lowest energy molecular orbital is sigma 1s. Sigma 1s is having lower energy than sigma star 1s. These are the MOs formed from 1s atomic orbital. This is bonding, this is anti-bonding. The star sign represents anti-bonding MO. Anti-bonding MOs have higher energy. They are less stable. Bonding MOs are more stable. Now the next higher energy orbital after sigma star 1s is the molecular orbital that is formed from 2s. That is sigma 2s. Sigma 2s is having lower energy than sigma star 2s. Anti-bonding sigma star 2s atomic orbital. Now after sigma star 2s you have to remember next higher energy orbital for these molecules which contain equal to or less than 14 electron is pi to px. Pi to px and pi to py have equal energy. Pi to px and pi to py. And next higher energy orbital is sigma 2pz and which is having lower energy than pi star 2px which has same energy as pi star 2py which is having lower energy than sigma star 2pz. This order you need to study. So this is the energy order for molecules which containing equal to or less than 14 electron. For molecules which contain more than 14 electron, particularly oxygen and fluorine. Oxygen, fluorine and neon molecule also. These contain more than 14 electron. The energy order is slightly different. Up to here, the order is the same. That is up to sigma 1s to sigma star 2s, we have the same order. The change occurs after that. That is sigma 1s is having lowest energy. It has lower energy than sigma star 1s. Then comes sigma 2s. Then comes sigma star 2s. Up to here, same order. But after sigma star 2s, in the case of oxygen, fluorine and neon molecule, the next higher energy orbital is not pi, but sigma 2pz. So next higher energy orbital is sigma 2pz. Then after sigma 2pz only comes pi 2px equal to pi 2py. Then follows the same order. After pi 2px, pi 2py, we have pi star 2px which has same energy as pi star 2py. Then highest energy orbital sigma star 2pz. So here the energy order has been exchanged between these two. The exchange is between these two. See, in the case of first set of molecule with less than or equal to 14 electron, pi 2px and 2py have lower energy than sigma. But in the case of oxygen, fluorine and neon molecule, sigma 2pz is having lower energy than pi 2px and 2py. So you have to remember these two orders, energy orders, to write electronic configuration. Now let us write the electronic configuration first in hydrogen molecule. H2 molecule. H2 molecule, how many electrons? Hydrogen atomic number 1. So 1 plus 1, 2 hydrogens are there. So 2 electrons. Only 2 electrons present. 2 electrons will be present in which molecular orbital? The lowest molecular energy molecular orbital, that is sigma 1s. Sigma 1s atomic orbital filled with 2 electrons. This is the MO electronic configuration of H2 molecule. Once we got the electronic configuration, we can determine the bond order. What is bond order? Number of electrons in bonding MO minus number of electrons in antibonding MO divided by 2. How many electrons in bonding MO? There is only bonding MO with the 2 electrons. That means 2. Antibonding molecular orbital electron 0 by 2. That means 2 by 2 equal to 1. Bond order of H2 molecule 1. What does it mean? H2 molecule is formed by a single covalent bond between 2 hydrogen atoms. And what is the nature of this covalent bond? This is sigma covalent bond, because sigma electrons are involved in bonding, no? Hence sigma covalent bond. Bond order equal to 1. Only one bond between the hydrogens in H2 molecule. What about its stability? Bond order is 1, you know. Its positive value, and hence the molecule is H2 molecule is stable. You can predict the magnetic behavior. What is H2 molecule? Paramagnetic or diamagnetic? You have to check whether it contains any unpaired electron. No. Only 2 electrons. The electrons are paired. It contains only paired electron, no unpaired electron. Hence the magnetism will be diamagnetism. H2 is a diamagnetic molecule. Clear? Now the next molecule, helium molecule, He2 molecule. How many electrons in helium molecule? Helium atomic number 2. Helium atom contains 2 electrons. So He2 molecule contains how many electrons? 2 plus 2, 4 electrons. Electronic configuration. First, lowest energy orbital sigma 1s with 2 electrons. Maximum capacity 2 electrons, you know. Then next 2 more electrons that will fill in sigma star 1s. This is the electronic configuration of helium molecule. Let us determine the bond order. Bond order will be equal to NB, number of electrons in bonding electron. Bonding MOs 2. Antibonding MOs there are 2 electrons. 2 minus 2 by 2 equal to 0. Bond order is equal to 0. What does that mean? Helium He2 molecule is unstable. It does not exist. He2 molecule does not exist. We know helium is a noble gas, non-reactive. It exists as monoatomic molecule. Diatomic helium molecule is unstable. It is not formed. Its bond order equal to 0. If bond order 0, unstable molecule. Okay. Now, if you write the next molecule, lithium molecule. If you write lithium molecule, that is Li2. Li2 molecule contains how many electron? Atomic number of lithium 3. 3 plus 3 equal to 6 electron. Electronic configuration. First sigma 1s with 2 electron. Then sigma star 1s 2 electron. Then sigma 2s with 2 electron. This is the configuration. Bond order. Bond order will be equal to number of bonding electron. Number of bonding electron equal to 2 plus 2, 4. Minus antibonding electron 2 by 2 equal to 2 by 2 equal to 1. That means lithium molecule contains lithium single covalent bond, and it's again sigma covalent bond because sigma electrons are involved in bonding. Okay children, and what about the stability? Bond order is 1, you know, hence lithium 2 molecule is stable. What about its magnetic character? It contains all the electrons paired, no unpaired electron, hence the magnetism is diamagnetic. Actually this diamagnetic lithium 2 molecule exists in vapor state. If you write the electronic configuration of lithium 2 plus ion, lithium 2 plus ion, it contains how many electrons? Lithium molecule contains 6 electrons. Lithium 2 which carry 1 positive charge contains 6 minus 1. 1 electron less due to the positive charge. It contains only 5 electrons. How to write the electronic configuration? Sigma 1s with 2 electron. Sigma star 1s 2 electron. Next we have sigma 2s. 2 plus 2 4 electrons, no. 1 more electron, that will be in sigma 2s. If you determine the bond order will be equal to bonding electrons 2 plus 1, 3. Antibonding electrons 2. 3 minus 2 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2. This is also stable because bond order is positive. Bond order can be fractional value also. That is partial single bond character. When you compare the stability of Li2 and the Li2 plus ion, which is more stable? Li2 molecule or Li2 plus ion? You need to compare the bond order. For lithium 2 molecule, bond order 1. For the ion, bond order half. So which is more stable? Lithium 2 molecule will be more stable than lithium 2 molecule more stable than lithium 2 plus ion. Comparing bond order, we can also compare the stability of the molecule and its ion. Now let us write the electronic configuration in C2 molecule. In a similar way, you can write the electronic configuration in boron B2 molecule. Now we are going to write the configuration in C2 molecule. C2 molecule contains how many electrons? 6 plus 6, 12 electrons. Electronic configuration will be sigma 1s 2, sigma star 1s 2 electron, and this one represents the complete K shell. The complete K shell that can be represented by KK. Sigma 1s, sigma star 1s with complete K shell can be written as KK. So instead of writing sigma 1s and sigma star 1s 2, you can write KK also. Okay, so after KK configuration, next one sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. Then after sigma star 2s, you have to think this is a molecule which contains less than 14 electron, you know. So next higher energy orbital is pi 2px. Pi 2px which has same energy as with pi 2py. Equal energy orbital, when you fill electron, you need to obey Hund's rule. Don't forget. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 8 electrons we have filled. Remaining 4 more electron. First electron will be in 2px. Second electron go to 2py. Third electron will start pairing in 2p. Fourth electron in 2py. So this is the configuration. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 electrons. This is the configuration in C2 molecule. Let us determine bond order. Bond order will be equal to number of bonding electron. NB. How many bonding electrons are here? Just count all the bonding electrons. 2, 4, 6, 8. Total 8 bonding electrons. How many anti-bonding electrons are here? Anti-bonding electrons we have sigma star 2s 2 electron, sigma star 2s and sigma star 1s 2 electron. Total 4 anti-bonding electron. 8 minus 4 by 2. That is equal to 4 by 2 equal to 2. That means C2 molecule is stable. Predict its magnetic nature. Is there any unpaired electron? No. all the electrons are paired. Only paired electrons present, hence C2 molecule is diamagnet. And there is one more speciality. Here the C2 molecule which contain bond order 2 means there exists a double covalent bond between the two carbon atoms. Unlike other molecules which contain double covalent bond, normally in these two molecules are bonded through a double bond. One will be sigma, the other one will be pi. But in the case of C2 molecule, there is a difference. Both the bonds are pi because the pi electrons are involved in bonding. Hence, both the bond between the carbon atoms in C2 molecule are pi bonds. Normally, in double bonds, not like that. One is sigma bond, one is pi bond. Now let us write an electronic configuration. In a similar way, you can write the electronic configuration of nitrogen molecules. Now we are going to write the electronic configuration in O2 molecule, oxygen molecule. O2, how many electrons? Atomic number of oxygen 8, 8 plus 8, 16 electrons. So this is a molecule which contains more than 14 electrons. Here you need to follow the second energy order. For oxygen and fluorine we have another order for molecular orbital. So first sigma 1s with the 2 electron, then sigma star 1s with the 2 electron. Up to here it is KK configuration. Then we have sigma 2s with the 2 electrons, sigma star 2s with the 2 electrons. Up to here we have no confusion. And after sigma star 2s, this is O2 molecule more than 16 electron. The energy order is different. So after sigma star 2s, next higher energy orbital is sigma 2pz. Then only pi 2px. Pi 2px which has same energy as pi 2py. Here also you have to notice 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 electron, 12, 14, 2 more electron. Next higher energy orbital is pi star 2px, same energy with the pi star 2py. So up to here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 2 more electrons remaining. So first electron in to pi star 2px1, then second electron in pi star 2py, obeying Hund's rule. So this is the electronic configuration of oxygen molecule. Let us determine bond order. Bond order will be equal to number of bonding electron minus antibonding. Bonding electron, this is bonding 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. How many bonding electron? 10 bonding electron. Now how many anti-bonding electron? 2, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 anti-bonding electrons by 2 equal to 4 by 2 equal to 2. Bond order equal to 2. What does that mean? In oxygen molecule, 2 oxygen atoms are bonded through a double covalent bond. And bond order is 2 means O2 molecule is stable. Oxygen is a stable molecule. What is its magnetic behavior? It contains 1 electron, single electron in pi star 2px, single electron in pi star 2py. Means antibonding 2px and 2py molecular orbital contain unpaired electron. How many unpaired electrons are here? This is an unpaired electron, this is an unpaired electron. There are 2 unpaired electrons present. Hence, O2 molecule is paramagnetic. It contains even number of electrons, 16 electrons, but it is paramagnetic because it contains 2 unpaired electrons. In its anti-bonding pi star 2px and 2py molecular orbital. In the same way, you can write the molecular orbital configuration of fluorine molecule and neon molecule and predict their stability and magnetic nature. If we have to compare the stability of, three species, say H2, H2 plus, H2 minus. How to compare the stability of these three? You can write the electronic configuration. H2 molecule, how many electrons? 2 electrons. The electronic configuration will be sigma 1s2. Bond order. Bond order will be equal to bonding electrons 2, antibonding electrons 0 by 2 equal to 1. Now let us take H2 plus. H2 plus means 1 positive charge, 1 electron less from H2. That means it contains 2 minus 1, 1 electron. What will be the electronic configuration? Sigma 1s with only 1 electron. Bond order. Bond order will be equal to 1 minus 0 by 2. That is half. Now H2 minus ion, which is having 1 electron more due to 1 negative charge. That means 2 electrons plus 1 electron. That is 3 electrons. Electronic configuration sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s1. This is the configuration. Bond order will be equal to bonding electron 2, antibonding electron 1 minus by 2 equal to 1 by 2. Now from the bond order values, we can compare the stability. Bond order of H2 is 1, H2 plus is half, H2 minus is also half. We have studied stability order will be the same as the bond order. So which is highest stable? The one having highest bond order. Highest bond order is for H2, that is 1. So H2 molecule is more stable than H2 plus and H2 minus ions. And here there is a problem. Both H2 plus and H2 minus ions have same bond order. If there is same bond order, how will we compare the stability? In that case, you have to compare the electrons present in antibonding MO. If there is lesser electrons present in antibonding molecular orbital, that molecule will be more stable. So if same bond order, what you have to check? You have to check for the electrons in antibonding MO. The one having lesser number of antibonding electrons will be more stable. So in H2 plus ion, there is no antibonding electron. But in H2 minus ion, there is one antibonding electron. So which is more stable? H2 plus will be more stable than H2 minus. That is, after H2, next stable molecule is H2 plus, which is more stable than H2 minus. Okay, here the bond order is 1, here the bond order is half, here also half. Here we compare the electrons in antibonding MO. Lesser the number of electrons in antibonding MO, greater the stability. Okay, children? So this way we can predict the behavior of molecules and we can compare the stability, magnetic nature, bond strength, bond length on the basis of MO theory. If the question is to compare the bond strength, this will be the order of stability, this will be the order of bond strength, this will be the order of bond enthalpy, but the order of bond length will be the reverse. We know bond length and bond order inversely proportional. So how to write the order of bond length? H2 molecule which is having highest bond order will be having the shortest bond length, than which has shorter bond length than H2 plus ion, than H2 minus. So order of bond length will be the opposite order of bond order. Clear?